What's going on? It's your boy YST and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. On this one we're going to be covering a composition that's going to guarantee you a 2 to a 3 key on Ultra Nightmare. So if that's something you're into and you don't have a man-eater just like me, stay tuned and we're going to get you that damage. Okay, so first off we're going to get into Sandlash Survivor. We're going to be needing her to extend all of the buffs from our team, because with Sepulcher Sentinel and the block debuffs you want her to extend it so it becomes affinity friendly. I'm going to show you that when we get into the run. So let's go over her speeds. We're going to want her at 177. You're thinking it's a slow speed, you're going to see why once we get into the comp. Next off we're going to be going into Sepulcher Sentinel. We're going to need the 4-3 ratio. You're going to see why. Is so she can go 4 turns for every 3 turns of the clan boss, so then you're going to be able to keep getting this ability up. Let's get into it. 4 turn cooldown, so we need to get this down to a 3 turn with the 4-3 ratio. It's increased defense and block debuffs. Masteries, I should have showed you the masteries on Sandlash as well, we'll get into that after. So I've gone the offense tree, support tree to get more accuracy and more chance of the decreased attack. Let's go into Sepulcher Sentinels. I don't care about the accuracy on her because decreasing the... if you want to, it could be useful on the Affinity clan bosses, but you're not going to be debuffed anyway, so it's going to be useless really. Defense tree, offense tree, get those War Master procs. And let's go into the third person that we need. Skull Crusher. So with Skull Crusher, ally protection, counter attack, we know who he is. Let's see what speeds we need. We're going to need a 191 speed, and then his stats 4,800. You don't need to have that high, you could have around 3,500 to 4,000 if you got worse gear. But defense on the gloves, defense on the chest plate, defense on the boots, and that's the same with all of my champions here apart from Sepulcher, because the speeds are quite relatively easy to reach with just substats. So if you can do that, it's going to make your team much better and much more sustainable. Okay, these next 2 champions, it could be anyone. It can be, if you got a Draco, perfect, you'll be able to 2-key this, no problem. But I don't have a Draco, so I'm rocking with a Cult Brawler. He needs to be at 173 speed. Another slow boy, easy to get to. Once again, defense, defense, defense. We just want to stack that sustain, get those poisons up and keep the run, keep going. And last off, the free-to-play friendly Raz and Scarhide. So he's going to be at 175 speed. So we're going to have a Cult Brawler 173, Razin 175, Sandlash Survivor at 177. So you want a 1 or 2 difference between each of those speeds within the 173 to 178 range. And then Skull Crusher is going to be at 191, and the only one that we need at a 4-3 ratio once again is Sepulcher Sentinel. So do what you can, get your best gear on her. If you can reach that speed, you're laughing, because you're going to be getting that Ultra Nightmare damage in no time with this composition. Alright, so we've covered that, and let's get into a clan boss run and see what we can do. Okay, let's start off with getting this clan boss chest. Can we get a Sacred Shard? Void Shard. We got 2x coming up in a week, so that's good. Yes, we got a Sacred Shard. It's been about a week. Let's go into a clan boss team, clan boss run. So on this composition, whoever is in this position here, Sepulcher is going to be blocking her damage with her passive. So you want to put here your most squishy champion, or the champion you don't want to die to most, and for me that is Skull Crusher. So you're going to see it in the run where she's going to be blocking the damage. Okay, so you want to start off with the A2 block debuffs, and then just A1 for Skull Crusher. I know it looks weird, why have you not put the counter attack on? You're going to see just a minute. So here is where we're going to extend, and then we're going to do decreased defense, and then A1 or whatever ability. With these 2 champions here, it can be anyone. It could be, if you got a Draco Morph here, you can have a Septimus here or any damage dealer, and you can pump up that damage even more than this. Anyway, next A1, A1. So we're just saving that counter attack for the first stun. A1s, just A1s. A1, and then here you're going to see Skullcrusher is going to get stunned, but in his passive, once his turn comes around, that's going to be gone, and then from there you're affinity friendly, no one's going to get stunned again. So from here you can just click auto and enjoy. So they're all just going to go through. You can watch here that Skullcrusher is going to take that off. He's going to put that counter attack up, and you're set. You're never going to be debuffed. You can face green clanboss, you can face forced clanboss, void, spirit, anyone. You have got the Ultra Nightmare 2 to 3 key in this composition. So I'm going to let you guys watch the video, and I'll come back to you once the run is ended. So there you have it, guys. Sepulcher Sentinel, Sandlash Survivor, Skull Crusher, just got a 38.57 million damage key. Granted, this isn't always, it is a bit RNG based depending on the block damages, landing debuffs, not landing debuffs, and if you've got a Draco Morph where Razen is and another damage dealer, the possibilities are quite endless. You could probably reach a 45 million, but there you go, a 2-key Ultra Nightmare team with no Unkillable. And just to end it off, let's just have a look at my Great Hall, because the Great Hall does play a big part in this composition also, so you want to be stacking the defense on the champions that you're using. So if you're using a Draco, you want to have your magic one high. If you're using, of course, Force and Spirit for Sandlash and Sepulcher, you're going to want your defense high there, so that's a great way to bump your damage up. So yeah, just sustain, high enough accuracy, the right speeds, and you're going to be fine. Even with worse gear, you will be able to 3 to 4 key it, so it's just a guaranteed, if you get the speeds, you get the accuracy, you're going to be able to do this composition. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more like this, once again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.